Big Tractor Power is at the 2018 National Farm Machinery Show, and we're here with a fellow YouTuber, Mike Less. And Mike is going to give us a tour of the Versatile display here at the Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Mike, thanks a lot for the tour. It's always exciting to see this big Versatile equipment and what's new for 2018.
Okay, so we got a couple new products here this year for the 2018 National Farm Machinery Show, and let's take you around. So right here we have a Versatile 365 tractor. So this is the biggest of the front wheel assist tractors at Versatile. There's currently 5 models starting at 260 horsepower up to 365. And this year, 2018, marks 25 years of MFWD tractor production in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada at the Versatile plant. So they made a limited edition black model for the shows this year.
Yeah, let's walk up and look at this, because it's not only black, but it's kind of a metallic. It's got a little bit of a sparkle to the paint.
Yes, it does. So this will be going around, this will leave here, and this will go to California to the Commodity Classic, which is in 2 weeks. And this tractor here is powered by an 8.9 liter full Tier 4 Cummins engine, a 16-speed power shift transmission. This tractor has the optional suspended front axle on it. That's pretty new for Versatile. We've had a suspended front axle on our front wheel assist tractors here for the last couple years. And
I've got to say, I like the 365 model number, because it's like ready to go 365 days a year.
That's right. That's right. So 2018 now, all Versatile models are full Tier 4 final, and this is, like I said, the biggest of the mechanical front wheel assist tractors. So the Versatile tractors have the largest cab in the industry. Just give you a quick run around on the cab, and you can also check out my YouTube channel. I have some videos from inside the tractor showing you all the controls. If you have not seen them, you can certainly go back and check them out. But the 2018 models have the new touchscreen monitor in them, and this is also ISOBUS compatible, but this can be adjusted however you want it on the armrest, and you can watch your tractor functions, set your hydraulics, end to road command, everything right here.
Oh, it's a really nice cab. I mean, this is really spacious. I mean, there's plenty of room in it. And
yep, you can stretch your arms out here and not even hit the glass. So it's, like I said, the biggest cab in the industry. You got plenty of space up here if you have things you want to set up here. It's comfortable if there's a passenger on the buddy seat or the training seat. If you want to carry a cooler with you, a lunchbox, there's plenty of room to set that. Also, we got the monitor bar right here, and of course, automatic climate control, radio. Pretty much everything you would want in a farm tractor.
A lot of nice function and lots of visibility right out the front.
Yep.
Got the tilt steering wheel.
Up and down, and of course, in and out. And of course, we do have a cluster up here to show you your tractor functions too, but a lot of that stuff can be moved over, and you can watch it over here if you like as well. So if you want to watch a couple different functions, you can customize. You can watch your miles per hour, whatever here. You can move over here, watch your fuel consumption, tractor performance monitor, that kind of stuff.
You got a lot of visibility out the back window too for the hitch and the implement.
Yep. Back window opens. Side window opens. So if you was working on the tractor, whatever you needed to do something where you had to come in from here, you can also pull a pin and open that clear up.
Wow.
Okay, because serviceability, all our fuses and relays are located right down in this area right here. Pop that cover off, get to all your fuses and such. So tractors, of course, I'm in the service department for Versatile as a field service rep. These tractors are pretty serviceable, easy to work on.
Well, we just took a look at the 25th anniversary mechanical front wheel drive 365 Versatile, and there's a long history with these mechanical front wheel drive tractors. And Mike, can you kind of walk us through? Versatile's got a great exhibit here at the machinery show of the history of these tractors. And
yep, so as I mentioned earlier, 2018 marks 25 years of MFWD tractor manufacturing out of Winnipeg, Canada in the Versatile plant. The very first one to roll off the line was the Ford New Holland Genesis series, and that rolled off in 1993. And later down the line, that was built up until about 2000 when Bueller Industries got involved and went to the 2000 series in 2000. How about that? These were still powered by the same engine. These are pretty much the same tractor, other than some emissions going from, these went to a Tier 2. Then in 2008, when Tier 3 emissions come in, Versatile, Bueller started putting a Cummins motor in here. So it started out as a 250 and a 280, which was powered by the 8.3 liter Cummins engine. People were asking for more horsepower. Then in 2011, they introduced the 305. And then as things went farther, Tier 4 come out, and then they went to an 8.9 liter Cummins and come out with the 260 through the 310. A couple years of production of that, and then people were asking for even bigger, so then they come out with a 335 and 365, taking us up to 2018, which is 25 years of production.
Well, they're good looking tractors, a lot of good history, a lot of good quality machines.
Thank you. I sure enjoy running them.
So the next item here at Versatile is the new Fury, and this is a high-speed disc, and Mike's going to tell us a little bit about it. And you got a lot of great footage on your YouTube channel. How do we get to your YouTube channel if people want to see this high-speed disc in action?
Yeah, just go to Mike Less on YouTube, do a search for Mike Less, and my channel should pop up. Or also, if you type in Versatile Fury, one of my videos should come up. I have 3 videos of the Versatile Fury, one in Indiana, one in Iowa, and one in Illinois. 2 of them running in soybean stubble and 1 in corn stalks.
Very impressive. And also you can, I guess, check out Versatile's, what's their YouTube channel?
Versatile-ag.com.
Okay,
so.
And they've got a good video that kind of gives you the whole rundown on this machine. And
Yep. They got it on their website, or Versatile has a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's Versatile-ag, so check
very
that
cool.
out.
So tell us about this model. It's looks like a Fury. Is it a...
Yeah, so the name of this is the Versatile Fury. This is the new high-speed disc. Versatile this is designed and built by Versatile up in Alberta, Canada, and this has been in test for a few years now. Last year they built a few pilot models, 10 or 12 pilot models, sent them out to different dealers, different places in the United States, tested them out, and for 2018 going forward, they are in full production. This is the smallest here. There's 4 sizes available. There's a 25-foot, 30, 35, and 40.
So I see it says HS 250. Does that mean it's a 25-foot?
No, it's a 25-foot.
Okay.
So the 30-foot would obviously HS 300, and so on. All right, so on the couple options here on the blades, we have 4 blade sizes available, starting at 20-inch, and then 22, 24, and 26. This has the 24-inch blade on it. When you go from the 22 on up, then you get the heavier bearing and so forth, and a couple options on the finishing end of it. This has the cage roller. That is one choice. You also have some rubber packing rollers you can get for the back, and there's also a spring steel roller available here real soon. This is going to work ideally in that 3 to 5 inch range for depth, and you want to be running these somewhere between 8 and 12 mile an hour for best results.
That's pretty good. So I guess we'd hook it up to something like a Delta track and really move it across the field. And
yeah, I was behind a couple 30-footers there behind Delta tracks, and we were pulling them like 11, 12 mile an hour, and they did a real nice job. Okay, so the Versatile Fury has a transport width of just right at 12 feet, and it is just under 13 foot tall. So as you go to the bigger unit, it's going to be the same transport width, it's just going to be longer.
That's really handy, because I know, seems like most disc or vertical tillage tools in the industry are around 17 feet when they're folded on a 30-foot, 32-foot model. So that's 12 feet is really handy getting down the road.
Yes, it is, especially as we farm in the Midwest, some places out on the Great Plains. Width and height is not a factor, but when you get over into the eastern United States and other places, it's transport width is everything.
Well, now we're here with the big tractor, and this is new for 2018 as well, and that's the 610 Versatile. We've got a Delta track and a wheeled model. Mike, we were talking about how much the row crop tractors, the mechanical front wheel drive, has grown up to 365, and now Versatile is topping out at 610 on the articulated machines.
Yep, so new in 2018, Versatile jumped up into the 600 horsepower market. We are up to 550 horsepower, so the Delta track unit was available in 3 sizes, 450, 500, and 550, and now for 2018 we have the new 610 that we have here at the show. We actually did introduce this at the Farm Progress Show last year in Decatur, Illinois, but here at the National Farm Machinery Show. So a couple things about this that's different than the previous models like the 550 and so forth. In 2018, all Delta track models now come standard with cab suspension, and that same cab suspension will be available on the wheel units as an option. So
I wanted to ask on these Delta tracks, can you talk a little bit about the whole track system? Because I know there's a lot of variations of these models out there, and each one has a little bit different design.
Yep. So a couple differences of the Delta Track over the competition. Camoplast, now Camso, builds the entire track system for Versatile. So a couple of the things you can look here that's different is the biggest thing you're going to notice here on the track system is the Bogie Wheels. Some of the competition runs 3 Bogie Wheels that are solid. The Versatile design has 2 Bogie Wheels. So what we're doing here is these Bogie Wheels can move up and down, and they can also move side to side. So if you was going over an obstacle in the field, say there was a rock on one side or whatever, the whole track system is going to drive up over it, but that rock on the side is not going to put all that weight right on one roller and take out your bearing or damage it. This is going to float over it. And then not having a Bogie wheel in the middle is not going to put that impact right up on your whole machine. Sure. Another thing we like to point out here over the competition is the rollers themselves. On the competitive machine, if they have a problem with one of these rollers, it gets marked up or starts falling apart, delaminating, whatever, they have to drain the oil, remove the bearings and everything to replace the roller. On the Versatile unit, this is bolted on a hub, so if we had to replace one of these rollers that was damaged, whatever, we can simply run the tractor, front idler up on a block. We don't even have to detension our tracks. These have enough play. We can take our socket or impact wrench and we can pull this roller off, put the new one right on. 10 minutes, whatever, you're back in business.
That's really good serviceability. It's a lot easier to maintain and fix when you can do that.
Yep, and also these are pressurized. Hydraulic cylinder on one end, and you have a hydraulic accumulator on the other end to absorb some shock. Track alignment is done right here. That's not something you run into every day. It's not something you have to do very often, but if you do, that's adjusted right here. And the only other maintenance item on these is we have a scraper there that you just have to watch. If you're in muddy conditions or whatever, mud's building up on these rollers, that scraper is there to scrape that off.
Well, thanks for showing us the design on this. It's it's always neat seeing these at work in the field, but it's nice to know some of the mechanics behind the machine.
So, yep, that's a summary of the tracks, and like I said, it gives us a smoother ride down here. And now that we have the cab suspension, we should have the smoothest riding track tractor on the market. Let's go around here and take a look at the cab suspension real quick. So we just up in here, we have 4 shocks on here and a linkage system to take that shock out and give you a smoother ride up in the cab. One thing I'll just point out here, because a lot of people at the show have asked, this tractor has a PTO on it. On all our 4-wheel drive tractors, a PTO and a 3-point hitch is available as an option, and it can be added at the factory or it can be field installed later on. Right. This one has the PTO on it.
Sure, and then I guess we can look back here at the drawbar and see that. Always good to have that if you're running a big grain cart.
Yep, so this is set up to pull a big grain cart. That's why a lot of guys are putting PTOs on these big tractors now. Some of these grain carts are getting up over 2,000 bushel, so you need plenty of tractor in there to control it and hold it and pull it around in them conditions.
Sure. And I was over at Dagelman today here at the show, and they had a 4-wheel drive tractor pulling a new rock picker. They have a rock picker that's that big, so it'd be pretty neat to see one of those out in the field picking rocks on a Delta track.
Yes, it would. So a couple other things we'll point out here. This tractor has 6 remotes. You got a couple 3/4-inch couplers here for different attachments, whatever. But this is a high flow unit, so you can get these with either 4 remotes or 6 remotes, and you can get standard flow or high flow, up to like 115 gallons per minute hydraulic.
Sure. We've got a large drawbar here as well.
Yes, we do. And one thing about the Versatile, if you look at, Versatile's drawbars have always gone up, and they anchor up by the pivot point of the articulation joint on the tractor.
Let's talk about the fuel tank, because there's a little variation between a wheeled tractor and a track tractor from Versatile, and got the fuel tank right here. How many gallons does this machine hold?
It holds 400 gallons of fuel, and that's a great thing to bring up because that's been a common question here at the show. We've had a lot of customers come in that have wheeled Versatiles, and they have a plastic tank, and customers are asking, did you guys change this? Went to steel tanks. The Delta Track, the track units have a steel tank. The wheeled units still run a plastic tank. This steel tank is cut out more so when you turn the tractor, so the track gets in there, where the wheel units don't have to worry about that, and the tank drops down more.
So now we'll take a look at the cab and see how that's laid out. It's very easy to get into. That's one way I judge tractors. I'm always holding the camera, so it's always nice to have an easy access.
Same cab, but on the four-wheel drive tractor, since we don't have the rear tires here like the front wheel assist, cab is a little bigger here, so that allows our buddy seat to be back a little farther. We have a storage compartment right here, and buddy seat can also be folded down if you want to set something right here. And on the four-wheel drives, you got your cup holders, 12-volt inverter. Our fuses and relays are located back here, but like you can see, great visibility on this tractor all the way around.
I mean, there's a tremendous amount of room. I mean, it looks like you could move in right over there. I mean, there's a lot of space.
Yes,
and
there is.
Same thing up here, and great visibility out of the cab, and also right down to the hitch and everything out the back, and definitely a very nice tractor.
Yep. Also, of course, you can't forget the sun blinds, front and rear, and side window opens, monitor bar. More cup holders over here, so you could have 4 different cups in here if you wanted to.
That's pretty good. Well, I tell you what, you could fit several people in here too. Probably at least 4 people. It's a huge cab.
Yes, you can. That's what a lot of people like about this.
There's a lot of different four-wheel drive tractors on the market today, and are there any features that really set Versatiles apart from the competition?
Yes, there is, and that's a great question. With me being in service, here's one I like to push when people ask me why we're better or why we're different. What I like to tell them is oil on the tractor, different systems and so forth. So Versatile, compared to the competition on four-wheel drive tractors, does not run what we call a common sump. So we have separate oil reservoirs for different things on the tractor. For example, your hydraulic system or your hydraulic oil is not shared with the transmission oil, axle oil, and so forth. So if
we got the planetary here.
Yeah, so the planetaries is a great thing. Versatile's always been known for the outboard planetaries. So this planetary has its own separate oil level, as well as the axle does, and the planetary on the other side. So if you had an issue with a planetary, oil got contaminated, something like that, it's not going to contaminate into the axle, hydraulic system, whatever. So let's just say, for example, our hydraulic oil got contaminated, issue in the system or something. It's not going to put that through the entire tractor like some of the competition does. So we could make our repair, and we only have to flush or clean that part of the tractor, not everything.
Well, that's very handy. Reduces costs, makes it good for the customer, and gets you back in the field quicker.
Yes, it is, and it's a lot of things a lot of guys don't know about on their tractor until they have a costly repair, and then they realize all the extra work they have to do to clean the tractor out.
Definitely a very good point when you're considering a Versatile. So what can you tell us about the engine in this tractor, and how easy is it to access the engine compartment?
Okay, so Versatile's always been known for using Cummins engines. We use several different sizes here. All the Versatile Delta tracks are powered by the Cummins QSX 15-liter engine. We can access the engine from both sides. We can open up our side panels to get to the engine. I guess while we're right here, I'll point out our hydraulic tank is right up there in front of the steering column. And this has a lot of the emission stuff on it here. You see right here, our oil filter and stuff's on the other side. We do have our water separator filter here, and so forth. This tractor also has the optional Flexi Air Fan, which is a reversible fan. So every 20 minutes you're going through the field, that fan reverses. If you have any buildup on your front grill, whatever, that fan's going to reverse, and all that debris is going to fall off.
That's really handy. I live in an area where they double crop soybeans. These tractors are running drills right behind the combine, so you get a lot of straw, green straw sticking on the front. So it'd be nice to be able to see it blow right off.
Yep. And a lot of people never had one. Once they have one, they'd never have a tractor without it. So also have service light under here, and go around to the front here. We can also open up the front of the tractor. Our batteries are located right here. Battery disconnect, and of course your radiator, transmission, hydraulic cores, and so forth. Fuel coolers. We can open this up if we want to get in here and clean this out. All pretty accessible. A couple other things we have. There's somewhat of a toolbox or storage compartment up here for certain things. And of course, other side opens. Fuel filter, water separator filter, engine oil filter, oil fill, and there's also a sight glass up there to check your coolant level.
Looks like everything's very easy to reach and to get at.
Yes, it is. And with the track units, if you want to jump up here, you also have a ramp of the track to help you climb up here. I also have a step right here. So.
Well, thanks for the tour of the engine. It looks very handy and definitely powerful at 610 horsepower.
Yep, I'm going to be anxious to get one of these 610s out in the field. I was always impressed with the power of the 550, and we'll get one of these out here in the field soon this spring, and I'll tell you all about it.
Can't wait to see it on Mike Less YouTube.
Thank you.
Mike, I want to thank you from all of our Big Tractor Power fans for giving us a walk around of the new Versatile products here at the show. And, you know, it's just great knowing you and watching your YouTube channel because you're really passionate about your product. I think Versatile is very lucky to have you as an employee because, you know, you're not just working for Versatile, but you're truly a fan of the product and just have a great enthusiasm for the company. And in that enthusiasm, you share a lot of Versatile products and big farm equipment on your own YouTube channel. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so if you've not heard or checked out my YouTube channel, it's under my name, Mike Less, and like I said, I'm a full-time field service rep for Versatile, but when I go out traveling throughout the country and out in the field with these tractors, I always like to get a couple minutes of video, whether it be with the video camera on the ground or my drone. I like to put it together and make a YouTube video of it all. So it's an honor that Big Tractor Power is taking a couple minutes here and going through this with me.
Well, I'm a big fan of Mike Less YouTube. I enjoy watching it because you do a lot of ride-alongs. You explain how these tractors work. I think you got a great video of a Versatile mechanical front-wheel drive this spring on the big LSW tires.
Yes.
And you get out there with the Delta tracks and the big articulated four-wheel drives, these new Versatile tillage tools, and just a lot of cool action to see on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm always looking for different things too. You don't want to keep filming that same tractor with that same tillage tool. So as I travel around the country, and I'm always looking for new video opportunities. And a lot of people, I'm kind of experimenting with different things on my channel. A lot of people have asked for things in the comments and so forth, like doing a walk around inside the cab and stuff like that. So that's stuff I've added to my channel, and people seem to enjoy it. So as my I just hit 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Congratulations, that's really good.
I want to thank all my fans for that. That was definitely a big accomplishment. I kind of started this YouTube channel out just playing around, not really expecting, you know, not knowing where it was going to go. So to me, getting 10,000 subscribers is a big accomplishment, and I'm creeping up on 7 million total views. So it's great. I'm nowhere near the Big Tractor Power numbers, but someday I might get there.
Oh, I think you're well on your way. You're covering a lot of ground. And now, in addition to YouTube, do you have any other social media outlets that people can see Mike Less at?
Yes, I do. Thanks for mentioning it. I also have, I think, a pretty good Instagram page. I go by Farmhand Mike 686. So if you're on Instagram, check me out there. I have a lot of pictures, put a lot of pictures of my travels, mostly farm related. A little bit of family, a little bit of snowmobile, a little bit of trapping, things I'm into, but it's mostly farming. So please check that out, Farmhand Mike 686.
Well, thanks, Mike. Check him out on YouTube, Instagram, and as always, appreciate your time and sharing these Versatiles with us, and also appreciate you sharing some Versatile footage with Big Tractor Power so we can make sure to cover these big tractors on Big Tractor Power YouTube as well.
All righty.
Thanks. Well, take care.
Yep.